Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Break. 180. We're good. We're good. Super 66. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I'm going back to you.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Play action. It's Jackson. Man open. It's Goodwin. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. And he can't get away. Gurley couldn't escape it. And that's going to be a safety. After one, our score, 9-3. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check nickel.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Back. Check 4. Tiger.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gurley. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's gone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready? Hey, come on. Come on. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. 58, right over there. Right over there.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Tonight, 180. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Got one.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Mike's 15. It's our time. It's our time. Come on. Mike 15. Mike 15. Wants to run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 5-4.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's got room to run past the 20. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Switch.
Now Gurley.
You ain't doing nothing today.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Line 20. 54. Line 54. 6-man. Check girls. Line 54. Line 54.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets them a first down. Now, this works, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked. The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the safety creep. Check 50, check 50.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Check, check 43. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
Go, you ain't going nowhere.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't doing nothing today. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Rip left.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Wood. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the workhorse today is Gurley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the flash. 5. 53. Check 53. 5.
Here's Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Going out.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go, it's Gurley. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with brich1028's. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Well, Charles, the old saying, the